So, good evening, students. I am Professor P.B. Ingle. So, today we have to discuss the unit number 6 and topic number 2. What is the topic number? The topic number is simple impulse turbines. What is? I write down here simple impulse turbines. Impulse turbine. What is the name of the topic? The name of the topic is simple impulse turbine. Okay, simple impulse turbines. So I already draw the diagram here, the diagram of the simple impulse turbines. We know the definition of the impulse turbines. Okay, in impulse turbine, what is? The pressure energy is converted into kinetic energy, right? This is the simple definition of the impulse turbines. Pressure energy converted into kinetic energy in the impulse turbines. So we know the boys, in a boiler the steam is produced, right? After the boiler produce the steam which having very high energy, this steam is passed where? This steam is passed towards the turbines. But before passing towards the turbines, okay, suppose this is our turbines. So before strike the steam on the turbines, this steam is passing through the nozzle. And we already learned the nozzle unit in our previous unit number 5th. Okay, so we know that what is the function of the nozzle? The function of the nozzle is converted pressure energy into kinetic energy, right? Okay, so see here boys, how many sections here? There are total 3 sections. This is section 1, this is section 2, and this is the section 3. How many sections here? 1, 2, 3. This is the upper portion. The name is what is? Longitudinal sections. Longitudinal section. Okay. Section number 2 is what is? Middle portions. Middle portion. And this is the what is? Last bottom portions. Right. So these are the 3 sections given here: upper, middle and bottom. So upper portion is nothing but the longitudinal section of impulse turbines. Longitudinal means what is? A parallel portions. We have to cut the turbines. If you observe these hatching lines, this is the section lines or hatching lines of a simple impulse turbines. So what happened here, boys and girls? So in upper portion, what is the location? The location is what is? This is the nozzle. We observe here. This is nozzle. Okay. Then what is? This is called as the rotor. Then on the rotor, the blade is connected. Right. This outer ear part, this is called as the casing. We know that this is called as the casing of a impulse turbines. Right. Then after that, the fresh steam is inlet in a nozzle. This is the exhaust of a steam, right? This portion, okay, this complete assembly after joining, and what type of the packing is provided there? Labyrinth packing is provided. Okay, this packing is done over the shaft. This is the shaft of a impulse turbines. Okay, and this shaft is rotated in 2 bearings. This is the bearing, this is the bearings. In between the shaft is rotates. Okay, so this is the upper portion, nothing but the longitudinal sections. Then another middle portion. What is in middle portion? This diagram is given, the nozzle diagrams. This is nothing but the nozzle. and this is the motion of the blades. This is the moving blades. Moving blades. What is the design? The design is like that. The shape is like that. This is the moving shape blades. You always remember during the study what is the shape of the blades. The shape of the blades is like that. In this way. Moving blades, motion blades, moving blades, not a fixed blade. The fixed blade is design. We will be discussing our further topics. So this is the design of the moving blades. This is our middle portion. Then last section, bottom portion. In bottom portion, what is the variation? The variation of the pressure and kinetic energy of a steam. This is the graphical representation in third sections. Graphical representation of the pressure and kinetic energy of a steam. Okay. So let's we discuss now. So boys and girls, the steam is come from the boiler. After the combustion of a coal in a boiler, the steam is produced. This steam having some pressure P1, correct? And having velocity V1s. This is the pressure. These black lines, these black lines is nothing but the pressure lines. This black line, pressure lines, pressures. And these blue lines, nothing but the velocity. This is the velocity. This is the velocity, right? So whenever the steam is come from the boiler having some pressures, we know that we already learned the high pressure boiler, Benson, Lamont, low flare. We know the value of the pressure. It is above the 120 bar or 140 or 150 bars. Okay. So superheated steam having a pressure P1 and having the velocity V1s. Okay. Fresh steam, pressure P1, velocity V1. This fresh steam is enter in a nozzles, right? So we know that whenever the steam is enter in a nozzle, what happen? We know that the definition is what is pressure energy converted into kinetic energy. This is the definition of nozzle, and we already learned very detail in our previous units. So what is the effect whenever the steam pass in nozzle section? This portion is nozzle. So if you observe this graphical representation of velocity and pressure, so what is you observed? You observed the velocity graph in increasing order. The velocity of a steam is increases. The velocity of steam increases, right? And what is the pressure? The pressure in nozzle decreases. The pressure in a nozzle decreases. Yes or no? Yes. But boys, as soon as when the steam is enter in a moving sections, okay, moving sections. This is the rotor connected with the blades, and this complete assembly connected with the shafts. We know that the high speed of a steam is strike on the rotor, the blade of the rotors. So what the effect of a steam on rotor blades? So what is the effect? You see in this section, now this. So if you observe here, this pressure it should be constant in moving blades, right? Suppose this P1 and this pressure, so pressure is constant in a moving blades. What is the point I am writing here? The pressure it should be constant in moving blade, right? Yes or no? Yes. Pressure is remain constant. But if you observe for velocity graph, velocity of a steam, so velocity of a steam is decreasing in a moving blades. Okay. Then after that, this is the exit velocity V2. This is the exit pressure P2. So we know that boys, after the turbines where the steam is enter in a condensers, right? And condenser section is already learned. This is our unit number 4, very detailed. Okay. So this is the steam enter in now condenser. That's why this write down the condenser pressure P2, and this is the exit velocity of a steam. Okay. So this is the simple explanation of the impulse turbines. But if you apply, suppose this is the theoretical condition. Suppose a single set of nozzles, single set of a blade, and suppose the velocity of a steam is what is 1050 meter per second. So what is the motion of the blade? What is the velocity of the blades? The velocity of the blade is there 30,000 rpm. Okay, which is very dangerous velocity. If you use the only single set of blades will be theirs. Okay, and what is the velocity of this blade? This blade having the 30,000 rpm. And what is the energy of a steam? The energy of a steam is velocity of a steam is also very high, 1050 meter per second. This much velocity of a steam is strike on the blades. Okay, increase the velocity of a steam, then after that in moving blade decrease. But if you use single stage, so what happen? This is the totally loss of the energy. The steam is come out. What is the velocity? 1050 meter per second, and strike on the blades. Only single set of nozzle and single set of blades. So what happen? This high velocity of a steam is leaving from the blade sections, right? And this is the complete loss of energy. And this loss of energy nothing but the what is? It is called as the carry over loss. Yes or no? Yes. This is the definition of the carry over loss. The energy is lost from the exit of a turbines. This loss of energy, it is called as the carry over loss, or another name is what is? It is called as the leaving loss. It is called as the leaving loss of energy. Yes or no? Yes, this is the definition. So to avoid all the carryover loss or leaving loss of energy, so what will we do? We use the multi-stage turbines. What is used? To avoid all these things, use the multi-stage turbines. Multi-stage turbine means more than one nozzles, number of the blades, single stage, double stage, three stage. Then we avoid all the loss of energy, means we can say that what is, we utilize the energy. So our this remaining topic will be discussed in next lectures. Okay. So this is the simple explanation about the impulse turbines. So any difficulty, boys, you message me. Okay. If you like my videos, then share my videos your friends. Okay. So I stop here. Thank you very much.